All right, if you're a freelancer who's not getting enough clients right now, or you want to seriously just step up your game in 2026, then this video is for you because I'm about to show you the 7 things that are killing your ability to land clients right now. And here's the thing, you're probably doing at least 3 or 4 of these without even realizing it, and they're killing your ability to land those decent clients. Now, how do I know this? Well, because these are the exact mistakes that I see freelancers making every single day when I audit their profiles right here on the channel, and it's costing them real money and real opportunities. So I'm going to walk you through all 7 so that you can decide which ones that you're already making, and by the end of this video, you'll know exactly how to fix them. Starting with number 1. All right, this is common for all freelancers. You think you're selling your skill and your time, but you're not. You're actually selling an outcome. Think of it like a window cleaner. You're not really paying for the window cleaner's skills because at the end of the day, anybody can clean windows, right? What you're paying for is the outcome, that all of your windows will be clean by the end. And it doesn't matter if the window cleaner who turns up is skilled or unskilled. As long as the result is the one that the client expects, that's all that matters. So when you're creating your services and telling people that you have years of experience and you've done X amount of projects and things like this, the reality is clients don't care. It's nice to hear, don't get me wrong, but all clients care about is outcomes. They want to know that if they do decide to put their hard-earned cash on you, what's the result that you're going to be able to give them? And if you think about it, generally, no matter where you are in life right now, people are not really paying for skills per se. They're paying for outcomes. Even if we, I don't know, dumb this right down to walking into a Starbucks. You know the barista who's behind the counter? Well, they have training, so they have a skill, right? But you don't care about that. You just want to know that the coffee that you ordered tastes as good as it should. Because you know those times when you go into a Starbucks and it's super busy. Your coffee is rushed and you basically regret buying it because it tastes like shit. Well, that's not the outcome people actually want, is it? So, in simple terms, stop selling your years of experience and start selling the outcome of what you're going to be giving those clients. And that doesn't mean that you're going to tell them that you're going to deliver them one edited video. No, we need practical outcomes, such as you're going to deliver one high performing video that has a 50% retention rate, something along those lines, so that the client can actually understand exactly what they're going to be getting and the result that they can expect once they order your service. Now, don't get me wrong. There are some people who are making obscene amounts of money by taking client calls. But even those people only have like a 40% success rate normally through the calls. So I don't know about you, but I don't personally want to deal with 60% of rejections, and I don't want to lose 60% of my time taking those calls only to be rejected. So as a freelancer, the only time you're going to take a call is once you have a good outline of the project brief and the client has an approximate understanding of the budget. If you don't have either of those 2 things, you don't jump on a call. And when you do decide to jump on a call, there's always a point behind it. If you get the sense that the client just wants to jump on a call because they're too lazy to write out a couple of sentences and explain the project further in an email, then that's not good enough. They can send you a loom for all you care. And if the client is still pushing for a call, then charge them for it. It's a consultation at the end of the day. Just like when you visit a lawyer or any kind of consultant and you sit down with them, you're paying for their time. Therefore, why shouldn't the client also pay for yours? Now, I see this all too often. As a freelancer, you are super eager to quote your price, and generally the only thing you really want to see next is a notification coming through to say that the client has paid the invoice and now you can start working. But when you're too eager, you make mistakes. You don't understand the project scope, you don't understand the brief, you miss out certain things. And don't get me wrong, I've done this as well so many times, and I've also learned from it so many times. But the worst thing you can do is take on a project only to understand a few days later that actually this project was bigger than you expected, or the scope is something you can't fully handle yourself. Now, had you taken those extra few minutes at the beginning and not rushed straight into quoting your price, you probably wouldn't be in this situation right now. So before even thinking about quoting your price, learn the client's brief. understand exactly the outcomes that they're looking for, and make sure you can deliver on those. Also, the benefit of this is that you'll get the client to invest in the conversation with you. So when you do finally quote your price, even if your price is above the client's budget of what they were expecting, 9 times out of 10, they're still going to say yes because they've just lost 30 minutes of their time going back and forth in messages with you to fully explain their project to you. And they don't particularly want to do that with another freelancer now that they've already done it once. Therefore, 9 times out of 10, they're happy to pay the extra to not have to repeat everything again. Now, custom work can be great because it's exciting, it's different, and it takes you out of your comfort zone. But the reality, I do around 50 to 60 projects a month right now, and at least 45 of those projects are all pretty much the same. It's the 5 or 10 per month which are custom, and I don't mind that because it actually keeps things interesting and I stay interested in the work that I do and excited. But you can't be doing custom work for everybody. You should always have a template. So whether you're a video editor, a content writer, a website designer, there should always be some basic templates so that you know and the client knows exactly what the minimum is to expect. Also, having templates will help you be able to price jobs better, even with extra custom elements. For example, let's say you're a website designer and a client just wants a landing page and they don't need the full blown 5-page website. Well, if you have a price for a landing page and then they want some custom add-ons, at least now you have your base price so that you're not guessing your way through the whole quoting process. I get it, especially as a new freelancer. You're trying to compete with everybody else and you think offering unlimited revisions is the way to go in order to make the client feel more comfortable, when in reality, all this really does is devalue your work. Now, I personally will never choose somebody that offers unlimited revisions. And the reason for that is because in my mind, it says that, sure, you can do the work, but I'm going to need quite a lot of revisions to get it the way that I want it. And as a client, I don't have that time to waste. Plus, as a freelancer, eventually the day was going to come where the unlimited revisions is going to put you in hot water and a client is going to take advantage of this. And technically, you have no choice because unlimited revisions is exactly what you offer. Now, in reality, what you should be doing is providing 1, 2, maybe 3 revisions. But even with those revisions, there should be guidelines. Now, as a video creator myself, my revision guidelines are changes to the editing of the video. No problem, we can make that happen. But if you wish to change the script after recording, well, that's something you're going to need to pay for, as essentially we would have to start the whole project again from scratch. Clients, unfortunately, are not a one-size-fits-all, and you'll come across many clients that have different requirements. And for those requirements, you'll need to price differently. Otherwise, you're going to end up working for free at some stage. So going back to mistake number 4, you should always have some basic templates in place. This will give you the best idea of what the base pricing is for each kind of project. But then you can add on the custom extras. Prime example right now. A client contacted me 2 days ago, I think it was, for editing work. They have around 500 different clips all thrown into a Google Drive. Nothing has been organized, cut, or color graded. Therefore, one of the custom extras that I priced them for was dealing with their Google Drive. Because the time that it would now take us if we wanted to edit a video for them to go through that Google Drive and find the correct pieces of footage to use is, well, now going to be a longer process due to the fact that they're too lazy to organize it for us. So that's a custom extra that the client will now have to pay for. Now imagine if you had one offer for everyone and you had 2 clients who were similar to that. One with an organized Google Drive and one with a disorganized Google Drive. The disorganized Google Drive is now going to take you at least an extra hour or even 2 hours to find the right footage that you want to use. Is it not fair that you charge them more for that time? A CRM, or customer relationship management platform, is probably one of the best things you can use. And in fact, I made a video recently on this, and a few of you actually called BS on this. Now, the reason you called BS was because I titled this video something like the one tool that I use to get more clients and more sales. And a lot of you asked, well, how does a CRM get you more clients and more sales? And I'll be completely frank with you. It's so simple. The fact that you have the ability to follow up with clients who may say, okay, I'll think about it and come back to you on Monday. Or the ones who say, okay, I'll get all the project details to you tomorrow. The fact that you have the ability not just to rely on those clients to actually bother to come back to you, but you can now follow up with them, that is what's going to make more sales. And having a follow-up system is quite honestly a game changer. Now, I'm not saying you should be using the same CRM platform that I use, which is from Freelance Hustle. It's a little pricey at around $39 a month, but if you use my code in the description, you'll also get some money back from that. However, you could essentially just do it the hard way and create yourself a Microsoft Excel spreadsheet and log every client and their contact details so that you can follow up with them manually. Again, this could be great for beginners who are not really getting so many client messages. But once you start getting maybe 5 or 6 new client messages per day, paying for an intuitive CRM platform is actually a massive benefit. And within the first couple of weeks, you'll notice how you're managing to get these orders, which you would have never have got before had you not followed up with the clients. So there we have it. 7 of what I believe are genuinely some of the most common mistakes freelancers are making right now. Now, don't forget, if you are new to freelancing and you're looking to expand your business on Fiverr, then check out my Ultimate Fiverr course. It teaches you exactly how to optimize your gigs, keyword research, and the best ways to launch a successful gig. It's 24 video lessons over 6 modules, and if you follow every step, you'll be pretty much guaranteed to get your first Fiverr order within 30 days. Check it out, links in the description. Otherwise, this video up here on screen is something that YouTube recommends that you should go watch next.